Long ago, before ships crossed the wide seas and before men drew maps of rivers, there were whispers of a spirit who lived where water kissed the land. Her name was Mami Wata, and she was as mysterious as the ocean itself. Some said she was a goddess, others a spirit, and still others a mermaid who could grant blessings or curses to those who met her. Mami Wata was said to have the face of the most beautiful woman, her skin shining like moonlight on water. Her eyes were deep and endless, carrying both love and danger. From the waist up, she was woman, but her lower half shimmered with the scales of a serpent or the fins of a fish, depending on who told the story. Around her arms coiled snakes, symbols of healing and power. When she sang, her voice was sweeter than any harp, yet heavy enough to sink a heart into longing. The people believed she could appear anywhere water flowed. Rivers, streams, lakes, or the endless sea. Fishermen told tales of her rising from the waves, her hair wet and glistening, calling out in voices that made men forget the world. Some said she gave wealth, jewels, and abundance. Others swore she lured the greedy into the depths, never to return. One night, in a quiet fishing village, a young man named Oba went down to the river. He had nothing, no cattle, no farm, no riches. He knelt at the water's edge and prayed, his tears falling into the current. He asked the spirits for a life beyond hunger and struggle. The wind grew still. The moon's reflection trembled. And then she appeared, Mami Wata herself, rising from the water with a crown of shells and a serpent coiled around her arm. Oba trembled at her beauty. "Come with me," she whispered, her voice soft as flowing water. "I will give you riches, a life men can only dream of. But in return you must give me your loyalty, your heart, your faith, your secrecy." Without thinking, he agreed. She gave him a small golden comb, telling him, "Whenever you wish to see me, place this in the river." The next day, Oba woke to find his hut filled with treasures, golden bracelets, cloth from faraway lands, and food enough to feed the whole village. The people marveled, calling him blessed. Yet Oba knew the truth. All of it was a gift from Mami Wata. And every night, he returned to the river, comb in hand, to sit with her beneath the moon. But blessings come with a price. With each gift she gave, she drew him deeper into her world. Sometimes when she held his gaze, he felt the pull of the water, as if his soul longed to follow her into the depths. The elders warned him, "Mami Wata is generous, but she is not to be owned. If you take without balance, she will claim you." Still, Oba could not stay away. One night, in his greed, he begged her for more than she had given. "Make me king," he demanded. Mami Wata's smile faded. The waters around her turned dark. "I have given you more than you dreamed," she said, her voice echoing like a storm. "But you have forgotten gratitude. You have forgotten humility." With that, she vanished into the river, and the treasures in Oba's hut turned to sand. The village awoke to find Oba gone, his hut empty, and his footprints leading into the river, where they stopped at the water's edge. Some say he lives with Mami Wata still, beneath the waves, bound by his oath. Others whisper he was taken because of his greed. And so, the villagers learned that Mami Wata's gifts are not to be demanded but to be honored. To this day, people across Africa and beyond still sing of her. They leave offerings of combs, mirrors, beads, and perfume by the riverside, hoping to win her favor. Some seek beauty, some seek healing, others seek wealth. But all who know her name understand her truth. Mami Wata is as giving as the river, and as fierce as the sea. And so the story goes. Mami Wata, the spirit of the water, is both blessing and warning. She reminds us that desire without humility becomes a chain, and that the greatest treasures of all are balance, gratitude, and respect for the forces greater than ourselves. May the spirit of the waters remind us always. Be careful what you ask for, and be grateful for what you are given. Remember, every choice has a consequence. Walk wisely. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss the next tale. Until then, keep the stories alive and let their wisdom guide you.